Good morning, children. Children, in the previous class we were trying to understand about the entry of Gandhiji into the freedom movement, that is the last phase of Indian national movement. So, the national movement has taken its last phase with the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi into the movement. Initially, you have seen in the last class regarding the Gandhiji's arrival from South Africa. Later he participated in small agitations where he became a popular leader with the non-violent methods. So the policy of Britishers that rule and divide and rule policy has got completely structured because of the Gandhiji's message of unity. And today we shall learn about the Khilafat movement, children. So the issue of Khilafat movement and non-cooperation movement we shall learn today. The Khilafat issue was one such cause in 1920. The British imposed a very harsh and treaty against to the Sultan of Turkish, who is called as Khalifa. People were furious about this as they had been about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So in 1919, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre has occurred in 1919, and in 1920 they started imposing very harsh treaty on Sultan, the Turkish Sultan. So the Indian Muslims were keen that Khalifa be allowed to retain control over the Muslim sacred places in the erstwhile Ottoman Empire. So even the sacred place like Makkah also comes under this one. So these all must be, the head will be the Khalifa, the Turkish Sultan. And the leaders of the Khilafat agitation in India were Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Now wished to initiate a full-fledged non-cooperation movement against to the Britishers by these people. So Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. These are the Indian Khilafat movement leaders. So they wanted a full-fledged non-cooperation movement against the Britishers. Gandhiji also supported their call and urged the Congress to campaign against Punjab wrongs, that is nothing but Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The Khilafat wrong, so he mentioned the Khilafat wrong as well as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre as a Punjab wrong. And in the Nagpur session that was held in the year 1920, Gandhiji was acknowledged as a leader of the Congress. So it was the first time that Gandhiji participated in Congress and he was acknowledged. He was given a recognition as a Congress leader. In this session, the objective of the Congress was changed to the achievement of Swarajya by all legitimate and peaceful means. So non-cooperation was accepted as a means to get Swarajya. Swarajya is nothing but freedom. So it was in Nagpur session that Gandhiji was acknowledged as a leader, and Gandhiji has become one of the popular leader in the Congress, and he made a resolution in the Nagpur session making that all peaceful ways will be adopted in order to attain the Swaraj. The non-cooperation movement gained a momentum throughout 1921 and 1922. Thousands of students left the government schools and colleges. Many lawyers such as Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das, C. Rajagopalachari, Asaf Ali, they gave up their practice even. They were the practicing lawyers and they have given up the lawyer practice as a non-cooperation movement. So British titles were surrendered. Whatever titles were given like Raj Bahadur or the Khan Bahadur, these titles were also surrendered to the Britishers. Like knighthood was surrendered. Yesterday we have learnt about Rabindranath Tagore as a result of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. What the honor was given to him was surrendered to the Britishers. So the same titles were surrendered and the legislatures were boycotted by the Indians. People lit public bonfires. Generally at the time of Holi we fire at the junctions, at the chaurastas. Okay, so those bonfires were put of the foreign cloth, generally against to the people, against to the policies followed by the government. They used to do this one. The import of foreign cloth fell drastically between 1920 and 1922. To this, Gandhiji added a campaign for people to spin their own cotton, that is on a charka. Gandhiji is a charka, you know it. So you spin your own cotton and you can prepare your own cloth. So that is called as khadi. He propagated that one. this spread the desire in every house to make the country self-reliant. So that was a impetus to all these Indians when he gave a call to make their own cloth or to weave the cotton cloth. But all this was merely the tip of the iceberg only. What will be the tip of the iceberg? Very little against to the Britishers. Large part of the country was on the brink of a formidable revolt. For example, let us see what was happening in Andhra region. So about this we shall see in the next class what has really happened in Andhra region. Thank you.